Yes, this is Mr. Pringles the Barber, a.k.a. Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. Look, man. So, how we gonna go? We're gonna do this right here. So, before I get into what I want to talk about real quick and brief, I want to let y'all, we're gonna give y'all this. The Barber versus. Don't forget about it. Coming soon. Keith Cuts, what's happening, baby? What's happening? KB, cut them up. I want to let y'all listen to some big ATM Prince, and I get this thing together real quick. And then what I want to talk about inspiration. Just leave it at that. It's just about inspiration, just something real quick. I'm more than a one-dimensional barber, so it's a lot more that come with me than that. You dig? So, but we're gonna get some of this big ATM Prince in real quick, man. Check this out. This shit right here, fire. It's called Never. Holla at them.
That shit, bro. Yeah. We ain't never letting no. We ain't never giving no. Never say never and I ain't never will. Yeah. I say never and I never will. Never walked in my shoes, ain't never slept in my jeans, no. So tell me how would he know? Never had much, never stopped us, we could see. Never had a chance, never knew what we was in for. Never walked in my shoes, ain't never slept in my jeans, no. So tell me how would he know? Never had much, never stopped us, we could see. Never had a chance, never knew what we was in for.
Say never, so I never did. Since we all lost, boys, that we from Neverland. Yeah, I used to role models, but I ain't never been no hero. Never had it all, but I ain't never been no zero. Used to have G money, but ain't never been no Nino. No, I can never switch on my people. The internet cool, don't let your followers mislead you. And don't think everybody you follow should lead you.
Never walked in my shoes, ain't never slept in my jeans, no. So tell me how would he know? Never had much, never stopped us, we could see. Never had a chance, never knew what we was in for. Never walked in my shoes, ain't never slept in my jeans, no. So tell me how would he know? Never had much, never stopped us, we could see. Never had a chance, never knew what we was in for.
These niggas ain't never wanted my tennis. Ain't never gave me shit, not even a penny. Proud to be here like my first name was Penny. These niggas hating, I love when they envy. That don't offend me. Long as my pocket and bank never empty. Long as my partner's a family eat. I'm not a killer, but please do not tell me shit till it's him. These niggas ain't live that life I live, I swear to God. I'm riding around with that ride. Niggas tryna ride my wave like Rod. And we can get your head took off with a knife. So much money in these, they busting out the scene. So much money around me.
So. Yeah, that was big ATM Prince with the homie Trusky. Yeah, that's fire shit, man. You can go to big ATM Prince page, man. He definitely, I'm not sure if that song is on iTunes yet. You can check it out. It's called Never. You can just hit his page up, DM that guy, man. You know what I mean? He'll get you together. Hey, if y'all looking for some good music. Hey, hard strucking music. You know, you're gonna feel a lot of pain. You're gonna get a lot of pain when you holler at him. He done been through a lot of shit. I want to talk about inspiration. And why I want to talk about inspiration is because, you know, I was reading this book and it was talking about, I think I mentioned this before. I just spoke about it when I was with Lines by Leak, my youngin. However, in the book it was saying, like, you know, this guy was talking about how he don't force his kids to go to school. He's not big on making his kids, pushing them like, I want you to get straight A's, you know what I mean, A's and B's, that's it. You know, he was saying, you know, I want them to get an education, but my biggest thing is for them to find their gift and how they can help humanity. That's what's gonna bring them to their riches. See, a lot of people, you can imagine living a life and never finding your gift, finding out what you really good at, what you was really, not just what you good at, what you was put here for to help everybody else. Because everybody put here to bring something to the table. And this thing right here, this ain't one of them things that you probably can be taught. It's just like, it's just natural. It's just in you. You know, people chase like, say I'm a good barber. Or he a good barber. We'll use him. I ain't gonna say me. He a good barber. It might be just naturally in him just to be able to get the lines, the fade. He just might be able to eye a good cut. Eyeing a good cut and having the talent to cut is two different things. Like, you might just have an eye for the cut. Just like people that do it like in fashion. You just got an eye for what looks good. So that's stuff that's just in you. So, like with inspiration, what I noticed was just cutting hair over a period of time, or like over years, I picked up on a quality that I feel like I got that separates me from other barbers. Like, I am him, not them. And somebody might be like, well, who is them? Every motherfucker that's not me. Yeah, exactly. So, everybody has something. We all unique. You can't be me, I can't be you. Only thing that we know here, just being here, is that I am him and you are you. That's it. Everything else is some shit that a motherfucker try to talk you or program you to believe. That's the only thing we know. I am and you are. That's it. Everything else is a program. So you raised how you raised, you brought up how you brought up, you believe what you believe off of most of the time, your environment, how you was raised, the people you was around. So with the inspiration thing, I noticed just cutting over a period of time, like I said, like different people, I engage in like deep conversations. And you'll notice that a lot of people really don't even believe in themselves. A lot of people don't believe in themselves. So they be looking for somebody. And if they do, they believe in themselves, but not wholeheartedly. It's a fear there. So sometimes people be needing somebody to encourage them, cheer them on. And you be reaching for people to do that, but it don't be the people, I don't know. It be certain people that people want to cheer them on. And you might not get that from them people. So people go seek in other areas to get people to cheer them on. Like, and one thing about coming to their barber or hairdresser or whoever, those are the people engage with, like deep conversations, because you're gonna be there for a second. And then depending on who the person is that's providing the service, like a person that got high vibrations, like I'm a person with high vibrations. People know when they see me, I don't have a stale face. I'm always gonna be smiling. That's just something that's how I grew up. We always greet everybody with a smile. That smile thing, like people get confused. Like over the years of just growing up, people get confused. They might think that is a weakness, but from where I'm from, you're supposed to, you know what I mean, greet people, speak, you smile, you know what I mean? That energy welcomes people. That's how people gravitate to you. That's why my clients get more than just a cut, man. They getting to experience me. And I get to experience them. I get them something that nobody else don't get them. So when they get that cut, they looking in the mirror before they get the cut. They already walking in, they need a cut. Shit, they might walk in, it might be motherfucking a cloudy day in they world. After we finish talking, you know, they might have an endeavor that they wanted to pursue, but nobody didn't give them that, you know what I mean, that extra push, that extra oomph, that belief system. I'm gonna make sure they believe. I'm gonna give them inspiration. I'm gonna inspire them to be great, be better, you know what I mean, than you was yesterday. That's real shit. Matter of fact, I seen Keith said that KB cut him up. Yeah, that's all I know. Keith cuts. I was watching his post today. He said that earlier today, but it's crazy because, see, certain people on the same wavelength. And that's how I live life. Everything about me. I never go through this thing with cutting hair as trying to compete against another barber. or anybody to be exact. I don't compete with people. Even though life is like a big competition, everything is a competition. Like, you'll find yourself in competition with people you don't even know you're in competition with. People be in competition with you. It be people that you would at least expect. Like, why the fuck is you in competition with me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in competition. I'm in a place where I'm always trying to build. And if you know me, you know that. Like, everybody that know, when I people come in, they be like, man, I had a client today come in like, man, I see you trying to get the barber verses together, get that. Yeah. It was like, you know, that's why I fuck with you, because you always trying to build. And I don't never do singular shit. Like, I'm always trying to build. It don't make no difference how you look at it. You look at it like this. A lot of people do things to impress others. So they got to think about it when they doing that shit. When you got to think about it and premeditate shit, that's different than somebody that's doing something genuine with their heart. I don't think about trying to build. Like, I ain't trying to plan nothing. It's like, this is just naturally who I am. Like, I'm trying to build. I ain't trying to, like, some people like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm not big on the controversy, even though controversy sell and all that shit. My main thing is, man, is just trying to find a positive out of every situation. So, like I was saying, my client, like, and you always trying to build something, because I'm trying to find my way. Because yesterday I was trying to find my way. Yeah. Which means tomorrow I'm going to still be trying to find my way. I ain't ever going to stop trying to find my way, because it's bigger than just me. You know, you got to think about the kids. You got youngins behind you. So if you don't know your way, how the fuck they going to know their way? So if you ain't building, you can't build nothing by yourself. Ain't shit that you can build by yourself. If you look at every business has a business partner. It always has to be a team. We grow into a place where people it's like a world of like individuality. Like, you just want to do everything by yourself, which means that you're actually selfish. I'm not in a... At the end of the day, you know, all of us shit is about perspective too. So what you see and what somebody else see might be two different things. You might see something one way and be like, well, look, I'm trying to do this and do that. And they might look at it like you on some bullshit. But at the end of the day, the only person that's judging you is God. And God is the only one that knows where your heart is doing at when you're doing these things. So that goes back to what I was talking about, intent. Your heart, it ain't got no think. It's not a logic in the heart. It's doing it. That's who you are. So when you do shit, anything you do with the intent makes the situation 10 times worse or 10 times better. You know, my intentions is for greatness. You know, or you can fuck somebody up by mistake, but you didn't intentionally do that. Something happened. That's like an accident, a car accident. You're not intentionally trying to cause harm to nobody. But if you go out there and beat somebody's ass, that is, you intentionally did that. So when you go to court and shit be happening and they be like, robbery with the intent to do the harm, but you know what I mean? Murder with the intent. Anytime they add intent, they showing you like, yeah, that makes that shit worse. So anything you do with intent, you are intentionally doing something. Makes the situation, you know what I mean? So what I'm getting at is, when people come across me, my clients, my intent is to wake up something in them that's positive. Wake up that part of them that the other, like, people around them didn't help them believe. They didn't get that push. I'm trying to be that fuel. That's what I do. I provide the fuel. My gift to humanity is to provide people with inspiration, rekindle the confidence, and boost their morale. Hair units, crispy haircuts, the experience. Men, women, whatever it is. If you ask them about me, Jay said it. My nigga, ask about me. They gonna tell you. You can't really get nothing. You ain't really gonna get. Matter of fact, I got this thing going. Like, I'm about to send it to my clients. I'm gonna send this QR code. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna post it. So for this is people that just know me in general. If you want to go on there, jump on there and leave me a review. Because if you know me, you know where I stand. You know how, you know my overall goal is to build. I'd have destroyed enough shit throughout life. And now I've met a place, like, it's just a different place. Everything at the end, I'm just looking for helping other people believe in themselves, chase their dreams. For instance, I'm gonna name a couple people because this is me. I'm just keeping it 100, man. Chef Case, that's youngin'. You dig what I'm saying? Proud of him. He ain't no barber, but the conversation that we had placed him where he at. And I ain't gonna say I placed him where he at. He placed him where he at. He just needed somebody to shine a little light. You know what I mean? Show him that he bright. And look, the boy started out with Seafood Mac. Now holler at him. You dig what I'm saying? Check out my youngin' Lines by League. Man, I watched him. He'll come to the shop, me cutting him up. Man, he only cut a few heads his whole life. Like, look at him now. He just did a post. He in there airbrush spray painting his wall in his suite. Lines by League. I watched him do, you know what I mean? These people hit me up periodically through their times and they transitioning as they grow. My young boy Ab, he started barber school. Pringles. Hey man, listen. What's up with, you know what I mean? Bada bing, bada bang, man. I need you, you know what I mean? What would I want, you know what I mean? Mental, you know what I mean? I ain't even gonna get into all what he spoke about. But what he did was, the text was a text that showed me that I was great and what I brought to him was great. That put him in a place that he wouldn't have been at if he didn't talk. Then when we ain't had no convo. Roz, what's happening? Roz, a photographer, all that good. Man, listen, she already got her whole, like, she already official. Roz, chopped it up with Roz in barber school. Look, my thing is to bring people to their greatness. If you took the Clippers away today, I still shine tomorrow. That's because my gift is bigger than just a cut. It's bigger than just a unit. I am him, not them. So I can go on all night about that shit. I'll probably get another shot real quick because, you know, everybody like, all right, Pringle's got the podcast. What's the podcast about? When you hear barber talk, the first thing that comes to your head, and a lot of people's heads, is like, let's see. we talking about everything that got something to do with clippers and shit like that. Nah, this ain't about that. This ain't about that. This about anything that you can discuss in a barber chair. Barbershop. When you go to the barbershop, you get all the news. Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, you know, all the little crazy stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? Hurricanes, jobs, new songs, Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown, like, you know, anything that's taking place in the world, you get it, man. Relationship talk, man. I had a client, I ain't even gonna put his business out there, but his girl reckless. You know, his woman reckless. And he's trying to figure out how to get her to be something she ain't. and it's crazy because you get a lot of relationship talk in the barbershop. A lot of relationship talk. Even though you, as a barber, your relationship could be rocky and doing whatever it's doing, or it could be great. But a person that's in a rocky situation or been in a rocky situation has more wisdom than the person that's just been in a relationship that ain't had no flaws. Like, I've been in relationships, so I know a little bit. I know enough. And I know that all that shit require work. However, you work, you can't give work to somebody that don't want to work. You can't work on something that don't want you to work on it. And you trying to change some shit. You can't change a brick into no damn water, like a water into a brick or whatever, however the fuck you want to look at it. If it ain't that, it ain't that. The damn is a goldfish. It ain't a shark. You can't expect the goldfish to do shark shit. At the end of the day, my client left out of here like, man, you know what? That's why I love coming here, man. And look, it ain't nobody else in here with me unless it's another client. He said, man, every time I come, I get some knowledge. The shit I got and the shit I bring in the position, the things I possess. You know, I read. I've been through my own trials and tribulations in life. It's just the things that I got. God gave them to me. And experience. When you bring God and the experience together, you know what you get. I don't know why this thing look like it's turning down, but there you go. Turn that back up on there. So I can tell y'all gotta see me. When you bring God and the experience together, you get Mr. Pringles the barber, Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. Be blessed. Have a nice night. Chill that shit right there. Yes, this is Mr. Pringles the barber, aka Alwayzkuttn's head honcho. I am him, not them. I am him, not them. Look, man. So how we gonna go? We're gonna do this right here.